Hello, and welcome to Thermo Fisher Scientific. I am Luigi, and today we are here in Eindhoven with the Phenom ProX, the fastest electron microscope in the market that can give you access to 350,000 time magnification and a resolution of 6 nanometers in under 1 minute. Operating the microscope is extremely easy. All you need to do is load the sample inside the sample holder. And you can do that by using tweezers. And transfer it in the sample holder by sliding it in the designed hole. If you would try to load the sample like this, the microscope will prevent that. This is because the sample is right now too high and it could damage internal components of the microscope. So what you will need to do next is roll the top rig until the sample is flush. And then you can safely load it inside the microscope. Closing the door will start the loading procedure. The first thing that we'll see is an optical image of our sample. With this button over here, we can scan the entire surface of the pin stub, so that later we can access all the samples on the surface of the pin stub. The next step consists in choosing which sample we want to image. We just click on it, and then we use this button over here to start the pump down procedure. The pump down operation requires approximately 30 seconds and gives you access to 300,000 times magnification and 6 nanometers resolution. This makes the Phenom the fastest electron microscope in the market, providing you an image within 1 minute. When the pump down procedure is terminated, an autofocus and autocontrast brightness routine will automatically start, so that the first image that you will see on screen is ready for acquisition. One more click of the mouse, and the image is automatically stored. Navigation is as easy as a click of a mouse. In fact, all you need to do is choose the feature that you want to image and click on it for it to be moved to the center of the screen. Selecting the magnification tool allows you to zoom into your sample so that you can acquire images at higher magnification. The Phenom uses one working distance for all the detectors it's equipped with. This means that you will never need to change the working distance after you loaded the sample. The different detectors are available directly on the data bar at the bottom of your image, so you can click on it to choose a different kind of detector. Other parameters, such as current intensity or acceleration voltage, are also readily available at the bottom of the screen. If you want more customization options, you can always open the drop-down menu at the top of the screen. Advanced options are also available on the top left with the Settings option button. Thanks to the smart design of the loading mechanism, the system is extremely robust against vibration. So installing this microscope on a 5th floor or an environment which is rich in vibration is not a big deal, and an easy demonstration is done just by punching the table. And you can see how environmental vibration very limitedly affect your image. Remember the optical image that we acquired before? We can always access it and use it to navigate to different parts of the pin stub. All you need to do is choose your new sample and click on it so that the microscope will automatically move there. All we need to do next is just use the automated function to adjust brightness, contrast, and focus. And we're now ready to start an EDS analysis. By using the live EDS software suite, you have access to extremely fast EDS analysis. All you need to do is click on the software and then select which part of the sample you want to analyze. An EDS spectrum is displayed at the bottom of the image, while on the right you will see the quantification for your sample. If you like the results that you acquired, you can always add them to an EDS project by using the opposite button. This opens Element Identification, which is our EDS software. From here, you have access to many more options for analysis, and of course, you can visualize the data that you previously acquired. With just 2 clicks, we can start an EDS map over the samples. This displays the distribution of different elements over the surface of the sample. The first results of the analysis are displayed after just 5 seconds. This means that within 2 minutes, you don't just acquire an image, but you also completely characterize the chemistry of your sample. This is possible thanks to the cerium hexaboride source which grants us a very high emission in X-ray, and a high throughput EDS detector, which is combined with our internally developed EDS software. The Phenom ProX is also a very versatile machine. Thanks to our variety of sample holders, in fact, we have access to different functionalities just by swapping an accessory. Options such as freezing the sample or tilting and rotating it while under the electron beam become available just by swapping your sample holder. Samples that contain a lot of water or a lot of organic compounds that might evaporate in the vacuum can still be imaged by lowering their temperature. With a temperature-controlled sample holder, we can lower the sample temperature down to minus 25 degrees Celsius. This allows us to freeze most material, and we will have a look at an apple just as a demonstration of this. We can load the piece of apple on the pin stop and then the pin stop in our sample holder, and then load it in the navcam area. Now that the sample is in place, we can use the controller to set the temperature that we want to reach. And wait a couple of minutes until the sample is completely frozen. We will know when the sample is ready when we will see the transition from liquid to solid in the optical image of the microscope. If the sample would not be completely frozen and would still outgas in the microscope, of course that might put at risk the internal components, but the safety system will automatically eject the sample in case a vacuum burst is detected. Now that the sample is completely frozen, we can finally load it in the SCM, just like we do with a normal sample. Imaging the sample with this method allows you to maintain the natural structure of the surface, which would otherwise be lost with techniques such as critical point drying. Thank you for joining this demonstration of the Phenom ProX. If you liked what you saw and you want to learn more about what the Phenom and its accessories can do for your application, please contact one of our local SEM experts, or go to the website thermofisher.com to arrange a web demo with one of us. Thank you very much.